Crystals. Of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! 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 The battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Hello everyone, Mr. Fun Guy 64 here, and welcome to Crash Bandicoot 2. Yeah. So, I made a post a few days ago saying that there was a change of plans due to some technical difficulties. Crash 2 was not quite the plan for the next series. I mean, I plan on doing it eventually. The next series... There we go. The next series was originally going to be Portal 2. But for whatever reason, I couldn't quite get it to record. Like, the frames were terrible. So, and I wanted something a bit shorter to do, but I also already kind of said it was going to be a sequel, and the only short sequel I had left was kind of this one. Hold on.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Right. So basically, we're playing Crash 2. This is my favorite of the original trilogy. I grew up with this game. I love it. I really do. It's going to be 100% just like the first game I did. But I know this game like the back of my hand, though. We're actually going to ignore the boxes in this first level here. Well, I gotta be careful about spinning enemies away. We've got mud, slows us down. Although I don't think it ever shows up in another level again outside of this first one. And you may be thinking, why are we not breaking the boxes? Isn't that the whole way to get 100%? Normally, yes. But much like the last game, there are colored gems. But unlike the last game, to get these ones, it's a bit different. There also aren't as many. I think the last game had 6. This one has 5. And to get the first one, in the very first level, we want to not break any of the boxes. We can bounce on that one. We got one of these pits. Now, you can make it over those pits. It's a lot easier in the original because you can kind of walk on the side. Turtle's got some cybernetic enhancements. Oh, it's so close. And as Cortex explained, we will need these crystals, another new collectible. Oops, I messed that up. There's one in every level, and we will need all of them for 100% completion. In fact, we can't move on to the next warp room until we get them. And here's the blue gem. Nice. And now, I'm gonna kill myself in game. And thus, we can start from the beginning, since we didn't break any checkpoints, and get the crates normally. I know a lot of little neat tricks here and there, because like I said, I played this game a lot as a kid. Technically on the PS2, I know it's a PS1 game, but I played it on the PS2. I mean, I wasn't a big PlayStation kid growing up, but I just had a few, mostly Crash games, on my dad's PlayStation 2. And this was the only one of the original trilogy that I ever played growing up. So, I was so happy when the trilogy came out, because it allowed me to play. Also, you may have just noticed, oh my god, I cannot talk today. If you watched my previous Let's Play, or if you've only ever seen the first game for whatever reason, in the second game they introduced the ability to body slam while in the air. I'm playing on the Switch, so it'd be jump and B and then A. So jump and then whatever is on the whatever is not spin or totals. It's the only other button. If you hold it, you'll crouch, and if you jump, you'll jump a bit higher. And if you move while doing that, you'll do a slide, and then you can jump, which will get both the crouch jump and the slide jump will grant you extra height, which we will need later in the game. But as for now, and the body slam is useful for a few things we'll see later. A new type of crate with like reinforced iron bits. Here's a scenario where we'd want to use that, extend our jump. Alright. We actually need to use the slide jumps here because we don't have much time once we get on the ostrich to get to these boxes, because they'll never raise their head out of the ground again. You'll have to die in order to try and get those boxes. And now prepare to never see those ostriches ever again, because I don't think they ever appear again. We got that. Oh yeah, Nitro is also new in this game, isn't it? Those green boxes I missed back, those are the Nitro, explaining for people who've never played Crash. We touch it, we die. Or take damage if we have a mask, which will give us an extra hit. Those were in the first game, though. Oh shoot. Were you the one that I needed? There's a turtle I need, eventually, to get a sneaky little box. I don't think that was the one. I swear if I'm missing one box by the end of this, I'm gonna scream. Now here's our bonus, which was a thing in the first game, but not every level had them. We had to collect 3 Tana tokens and then find the warp pad. This game, they're in every level, and they're just a little platform or fall away floor thing that has this question mark logo on it. They're simple. You can die in there as many times as you want and you won't lose any lives. It's pretty nice. It's mud. Oh crap. Whatever. No, it's not you two. One of these turtles, I know we have to bounce on it at some point. To break this wall of crates this time. Get another mask for our troubles. Skip the pit. Nope, I jumped way too late. I want to try. I'm going to try at every pit to skip it. You're the one. This is the one. Yeah, there's a crate up there. Don't know if you saw it, but there it is. Boink. Thank you, friend. You are most useful. I feel like I need to go a bit later. It's not the end of the world, but it's just fun. Fun to pull it off. I think you can do it in this version. You get so close. Oh well. That's the end of the level. We should have every box. Yep, all 62 crates. Box, crate. I'm going to flip-flop between the two, and we got ourselves a clear gem there. And all in 10 minutes. Well, that's including the opening cutscene. That line where Cortex goes, the crystals, of course. I think about that line a lot. Just anytime crystal, rarely the word crystal or crystals comes up in conversation, but like maybe in games it's more prevalent. I just think of that line. Anyway, much with how the first game and the... Oh, hold on, I got a cutscene.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? There, Crash?
Alright. Anyway, as I was saying before we got interrupted by Cortex, he's going to do that from time to time. There's actually a few pieces of dialogue you can get if you intentionally miss a crystal in any given level. I think there's like 3 of them. I'm not going to go for them, but I just thought I'd mention them. Next we got Snow Go, which on the pillars you can see what collectibles there are. Oh yeah, I was talking about... Hold on. Let me finish my thought here first. On the pillars you can see, and I'll try and point it out next time I'm in the warp room. But you can actually see what kind of collectibles are in each stage. There's always a clear gem, at least one, and there's always a crystal. And in the Insane Trilogy, to get back to the point that I was trying to get to before Cortex interrupted, in the Insane Trilogy, much like with the first game, they added time trial relics from the third game into the first 2 games. I will be going for those as well, but much like last time, I'll get them once I've beaten the main game. Especially since in Crash 2, they give you a power-up from the second... this is the second game. They give you a power-up from the third game. Oh crap. Okay, don't jump. Got it. Slide works, jump does not. I think I could just run past those, I'm not sure. Oh, this. This is actually where the gem is, and maybe getting... Yeah, you can see it in the top left of the screen there. It used to be a bit lower. You used to be able to do a slide... like slide jump into a or like a technique to get it early. They moved it up. You can't... I don't think at least you can do it in this version any longer. Maybe. Ah, he just begun his spinning animation. The penguins will sometimes spin and they're like invulnerable. Well, not invulnerable. Ah! Well, thank you, ice physics. Not invulnerable, but like they'll damage you if you try and even attack them while they're spinning. I guess the penguin is mightier than the Bandicoot when it comes to spinning. Life lessons with Crash Bandicoot. There we go. Got 1 up here. Or extra life, rather. And 10 boxes. The first few bonuses are going to be fairly simple, but they will get harder. That's for sure. There we go. Got another mask. Haven't been able to keep 3 masks. I'm gonna go back here, try and hide the detonator crate. Did I explain that those green metal ones blow up all nitros in the level? If I haven't, that's what they do, and that's how you get those. Because oh my goodness, I'm going too fast. Because nitro crates do count for your crate total. Got some outline crates. Is that also a new mechanic? I don't remember. Alright, come on, Crash. You're killing me here. There we go. I'm gonna hold up. There's a metal crate. One of those activators that'll... The silver exclamation point crates will turn those outlines into crates that you can actually interact with. They can become normal ones, bouncy ones, question mark, and as well as nitro or TNT. And we got ourselves a gem. We'll have to come back for that red gem, though. We don't have a way of dealing with that just quite yet. I think we have time for one more level. I think I want to try and keep... brain, please. My brain is not happy today. Try and keep... let me skip... try and keep... Hold on.
You are helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Right. Now with that out of the way, what was I trying to say? Let's head in the hang 8 here. Man, I got distracted by Embryo telling us basically Cortex is tricking us, but if we get the gems, then he can build something to stop Cortex. As if it weren't obvious that he was tricking us, but Crash is a bit of a doofus, so he believes it. I'm also a doofus, so it kind of works out. I lost my train of thought real bad. Oh, right. This one's got another optional gem. A timer has now appeared. We want to be fast. We want to make it to the end. We got ourselves a little water hoverboard thing. We want to knock in 8 checkpoints because much like the first level, there's also a blue gem path right there we want to ignore. Ignore the crystal for the sake of speed. Careful. Move. Ah, it's fine. And there we go. Alright. Alright, we can die now. God, I had to lock in, or else I would... it got a little close there, but now we can do the level for real. I love these river levels. First off, the music is great. I mean, the soundtrack for this game is great. I love every song in this game. It's my childhood, man. I remember playing this game, like, summer nights, no school to worry about, just playing through Crash Bandicoot 2. And another thing, the memory card for our PlayStation 2 didn't work for some reason. We were never able to get a new one, so I couldn't save any progress in any game I played on the PS2. So I've played through the first few levels of Crash 2 a lot. Like like when I say I know this game well, I know it well. Although as a kid I never did beat Crash 2. I have since beaten Crash 2 on the Insane Trilogy here. I have beaten it before. Although I know it gets rough. It gets difficult later on. To a point where I'm part of me is looking forward to it, and part of me is dreading it. Let's head on the blue gem path. Much like the first game, color gems are used to unlock these optional, well, not optional for us since I'm getting 100%. There are boxes here. But technically optional pathways that are usually a bit harder. Never noticed the hippos had buck teeth before. That's funny. Oh, we got ourselves a platforming challenge. I'm not gonna spin. There's a death sentence waiting to happen. Alright, where's the metal box? I'm gonna come back for those crates. There it is. Between the mines. Now we can go back. This is also where our nitro detonator is. They do like to put those detonators in offshoot paths. Oh, that was not that was not what I intended to do. There we go. A nice amount of Wumpa fruit. Extra life. Love to see it. Got our detonator. And this will take us back. I wonder if it's possible to make it to those platforms over there. I have no idea why there are enemies over there. Like, we can't make it there, to my knowledge. There's nothing over there for us. Now we can get the crystal, of course. These hippos, which will sink under the water if you're on them for too long. Or even just after getting on them at all, they'll sink. Ugh. The music's so good. Nice. I think we're just about done the level. Yep, there's the end right there. Perfect. Spin this guy. And that should be another gem. We're picking up speed in this first episode. It won't last forever, but I'm going to try and hold on to this momentum for as long as I can. I'm pretty good at the first two warp rooms. It's warp room 3 is where things are going to get a little more dangerous. I don't think I can skip the gems, but I can skip the little dance. But I might as well see it because this is the last. I'm gonna end the episode here. Any more conversations? Yep.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Alright. Next time on Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. We'll head to the pits, some Crash Dash, and the first boss. I think we can probably get that all done in one episode. But until then, remember to stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.